Could a second Trump presidency dramatically reshape the Philippines' future? From foreign policy shifts to economic changes, let's take an honest look at what a Trump return could mean for the Philippines, and the consequences might surprise you. Welcome one and all to Dr. John's Amazing Videos channel. Today, we're diving deep into the potential implications of a second Donald Trump presidency on the Philippines. This isn't just a speculative discussion. This is about understanding the real-world impacts a Trump-led United States could have on a country as strategically important as the Philippines. Whether it's in terms of economics, politics, military, or diplomacy, the outcome could be more profound than many think. Donald Trump's America First policy, while aimed at boosting the U.S. economy, often strained relationships with allies, especially in terms of trade. For the Philippines, this could mean a shift in U.S. investment patterns. During his first term, Trump repeatedly emphasized reducing U.S. dependency on foreign labor and goods. The Philippines, with its significant role in outsourcing, might feel the ripple effects if protectionist policies ramp up again. What does this mean for Filipinos working in the outsourcing industry? Could remittances be affected if U.S. companies pull back their operations? And will Trump's protectionist stance push the Philippines toward deeper alliances with other global powers like China? The Philippines and the U.S. have long-standing military ties, notably through the Mutual Defense Treaty. Trump's earlier presidency saw tension around military support and costs, as he often asked allies to pay more for U.S. protection. Would a second Trump presidency weaken this alliance? Or would Trump's unpredictable nature result in abrupt changes to U.S. military commitments in Southeast Asia? The region is becoming a hotbed of tension, especially with China asserting its influence in the South China Sea, a critical issue for the Philippines. Trump's return could either escalate military engagements or leave the Philippines in a vulnerable position. Trump's foreign policy approach often leaned on personal relationships with leaders. President Duterte had a unique rapport with Trump, and the question is, could a renewed Trump presidency reignite this personal dynamic? Duterte's successors may not have the same connection, which could lead to different outcomes. Without strong personal ties, will diplomatic relations cool, or will new policies emerge? One must also consider how Trump's potential return could influence Philippine relations with other nations. Would the Philippines be pressured to align more closely with U.S. policies, or alternatively, find itself at odds with a Trump-led administration's more assertive foreign policy? And finally, let's not forget the Filipino community in the United States. With nearly 4 million Filipinos living in the U.S., any changes to immigration policies under a second Trump presidency would undoubtedly have a direct effect. Trump's first term saw a tightening of immigration regulations, and if these policies return, how will they impact the Filipino diaspora? More importantly, could it strain the cultural and familial ties between the Philippines and the U.S.? Would the Philippines be forced to take a stronger stance on immigration policies, advocating for its citizens abroad? Or will this lead to a quieter disengagement? To wrap things up, the implications of a second Trump presidency for the Philippines are vast and complex, touching on economics, military ties, diplomacy, and the well-being of Filipinos living in the U.S. The relationship between these two nations, which has been shaped by history, strategic interests, and personal diplomacy, could see shifts in unexpected ways. What do you think? Will a Trump presidency help or hurt the Philippines? Let's continue this conversation in the comments below. If you found this video thought-provoking, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Dr. John's Amazing Videos channel. Stay tuned for more insightful content on the issues that matter most.